Indeed, that blonde foreigner turned out to be the antagonist of this arc, and it's revealed that he comes from a group that is very likely gonna be the antagonists in the up and coming arcs. However, Shokugeki no Soma chapter 267 does have one moment where I am strangely enough do not like that chapter, that page. I mean, well, I'll get to it when I get to it all. What do I still feel like this arc is getting better? To be honest, people, no, not completely. I mean, the ending of this all implies one thing. So if that one thing is gonna happen, and she wins, I will be happy. But given the fact that the author treats her character, it's very likely it's not gonna happen. So yeah, either way, the Angry Man fan had to bring you to it as Erina begins to tell to Hisako what this really is. As we see in the flashback, not the flashback, we see in the resort that it really is the foreigner who is revealed to be a very arrogant man. Even though he talks broken Japanese, he calls himself a king-sama. Ugh, once again an arrogant douchebag and all that stuff. He loved the resorts in Japan, but he cannot stand the foods because he says it's gotta be high quality for them all. So, so apparently this man has known of the Shokugeki system, so therefore he can challenge it all. And he served a very exclusive caviar-like lobster dish that shines bright with top-class ingredients. So, and he even can cut the caviar in pieces up in the air as he serves it to Soma and Megami. They have a very strong foodgasm, and in fact, Megami has such a strong foodgasm. She's in a bathtub with money and naked ladies, and is naked herself. And you know, this is gonna sound crazy, but I actually didn't like that foodgasm. I mean, it says basks in kingly pleasure. But as soon as people saw that picture, then immediately once again brought up the dark Megami theory. And what are you telling me now that Megami is bi? I mean, because it's revealed a little bit she has a crush on Soma. So you know what? Don't get me wrong. I'm all for. I can shamelessly admit I have watched some Yuri moments, but in this moment I actually didn't like it. Guess in the end because I only watch hentai Yuri. Yeah, I guess I had to be a little shameless and reveal that. But uh, this guy, although he's making delicious food, is basically destroying the resorts because he's serving high ingredients. Erina begins to talk about to Isaka what their enemies currently are. She calls them dark chefs. In this world of cooking, they're both light and darkness. So, does that meant to include that? Uh, is that meant to include? Sorry, I just get distracted by something else. Sorry. Is that meant to include that the Sami was used to be uh, dog chefy themselves? Either way, she described it that a gathering of many different countries from many away from the public eyes or illegal parties from the underworlds. Uh, they're basically these are these chefs, chefs that are cooking secret for organizing events that are not very well known, and maybe even in criminal empires. An underground market where they are creating chefs that do not serve in the normal kitchens nor in everything else. They are hooligans pushed out of normal society that resolve arrogantly and uncaringly pursue selfish desires, or evil chefs that are ready to running a foal. And and there are groups of these dark chefs that profits from the shade of this earth using these methods, and they are called the Midnight Chefs, Les Cuisiniers Noirs, and they wield their knives in the dark nights of the gourmet world. And apparently they have discovered the Shokugeki system. Totsuki was the only one who knew the Shokugeki system, but now that has spread all over the world, how that has spread all over the world, no idea. But given the fact that Asami's central empire crumbled and that that thing was broadcast, it wouldn't have surprised me if the entire chef world actually saw that. And that's how they know of Shokugeki. So now the entire world knows that. And Shokugeki is the pride of Totsuki Academy because they founded it. So someone using it in their own games, that is in their own country, shall not be left alone. So the blonde foreigner mentions that if your food cannot satisfy your guest or ruin the event, it's unheard to be killed on the spot. So that's why he has in Sugeki. If even if you lose, they don't kill you. That's a walk in the park for me. I use this to bring ultimate psycho hospitality to the entire country. However, then suddenly the one who is holding up her hand and protests says, I think you must understand what hospitality actually is none other than Megami. We must note that Megami's strong suit is hospitality. So are you telling me this blonde foreigner is gonna have a cooking match against her? Because there's no way he's gonna agree on anything she says. So if it's true that they are gonna have a cooking match, then please, please, please let her win! I'm tired of seeing her lose all the time. Can't you just let her win for once? Sorry that I surprisingly just screamed like that, but I couldn't help it. I mean, I'll give this arc a chance if Megami wins that Shokugeki, if they're now gonna have a Shokugeki. But if she loses, just to highlight even further how dangerous these dark chefs are, then you can guarantee that my favor in Shokugeki no Soma is gonna fall even lower. She was humiliated in Elite 10 battles. So please, don't let this arrogant blonde French foreigner, if that now is a French foreigner, yeah, I think it is, win. If Megami is really gonna have a Shokugeki against him, then let her win. Please, let her win. She deserves it. Well, that's basically this chapter. The new antagonists have been revealed: Midnight Chefs or Dark Chefs, and they apparently are all foreigners. Is it very likely they're gonna attack Totsuki Academy or something else? Who knows? All we know is that Megami is the one speaking up. Please win, Megami. If you're gonna have the Shogeki, please win. Give me your thoughts if you have any.